Claude Code is one of the best agentic coding tools for both vibe coders and experienced developers. But Claude's pricing, well, that's the worst part. So in this video, I'll show you how you can use cheaper models within the Claude Code CLI. This means you still have access to all of the tools and features offered by Claude Code, but at a tenth of the cost. A lot of my viewers and community seem to really enjoy the GLM 4.7 models from ZAI. If you're new to ZAI, it's a Chinese-based company that provides really impressive models at a fraction of the cost compared to Claude Sonnet or Opus models. And according to the Code Arena leaderboard, the GLM 4.7 model is comparable to Opus 4.5. Now, of course, these benchmarks really don't mean a lot. It really comes down to your personal experience using these models. Now, the thing I do want to point out is the cost of using these models. Their Lite package is only $6 a month. And ZAI is actually cheeky enough to tell you that this gives you 3 times the usage of the Claude Pro plan. And as you might know, the Pro plan is actually $20 per month. So this is already a massive saving. And even if you go up to the Pro or Max plans, this Max plan is only $30 per month. And if you consider what Claude's Max plan actually costs, that's anywhere between $100 to $200. Now, it might seem like I'm actually being sponsored by these guys. I'm really not. I only started looking into this because my community and my viewers started recommending these models. And I think for the price, it's definitely worth trying out. In fact, when I signed up, there was a discount at only $3 per month for the first few months. So if you're lucky, you might actually get a special deal as well. And if we have a look at the developer showcase, it looks like people have been able to build really cool stuff, like this Plants vs. Zombies clone. So this is all in Chinese, but let's actually click on this. And this even includes the sound effects. This is really impressive stuff. Right, so another question is, how do we actually use these models? Well, these models are supported in different environments and tools. As an example, they are supported in things like Cursor and Kilo Code, and of course OpenCode. These models are also supported in Claude Code. This means we can use these models in the Claude Code CLI, the very same CLI that we all use and love. So how do we pull these models into this Claude Code CLI? Now, I'm going to start off with a new project, but of course you can add this to any of your existing projects as well. All you need is your .claude folder, and within this folder, you should have a Settings.json file. If you don't yet have this folder or file, simply create it yourself. Then I'm going to paste in the following. If you want, you can simply type out all of this manually, or you can download it from my community below. If you've ever used Claude Code in your projects, then you've probably already seen this settings file. This environment object might be new to you, so let me try and explain what this is. This is mainly used by larger companies or enterprise clients who want to route all the inference calls to their own infrastructure. For example, the company might be using AWS to do their inference. So instead of calling the Anthropic API endpoint, they can route all of this traffic to their AWS instance instead. And of course, in order to protect their instance, they have to provide a unique API key for their organization. What we're going to do instead is something sneaky. We're going to route all of this traffic to ZAI instead. And they've created an Anthropic wrapper on their end, which mimics the behavior that you would expect from those cloud providers. And then we can generate an API key from ZAI and paste it into this field. Now, of course, ZAI doesn't support Opus and Sonnet and Haiku, so what we'll do instead is use these variables to map the Claude models like Sonnet to a ZAI model like GLM 4.7. We can use GLM 4.7 for both Sonnet and Opus, and for Haiku, we'll simply map to GLM 4.5 Air. Now, there are 2 different ways in which we can scope these settings. At the moment, this file is sitting in our project, which means that these settings will only affect this current project. If you want these settings to apply globally, so across all of your projects, what you can do is simply grab this structure. Then on Windows, I can go to my user folder and open up the .claude folder. And then we can open this settings file in a code editor or just a text editor. And then all we have to do is add that env structure to the settings file. These will now apply globally across all of your projects. Now for this demo, I'm only going to add it at project level. Now, the benefit of doing it at user level is that this API key will be protected, as deploying this project will not deploy your API key along with it. You don't want that API key to be exposed to the world at all. Now, if you want to configure this at project level, you can actually do the following. Within the Claude folder, let's create a new file called Settings.local.json. So then what we can do is actually copy this entire structure. Let's paste it into this settings.local file. Then I'm going to remove everything except the auth token, like so. Then from the settings file, I'm going to remove this line over here. Then finally, in the root of the project, we can create a Gitignore file. And in here, let's add settings.local.json. And this will exclude this specific file from being deployed to your GitHub repository. Cool, so now that we have our settings up and running, all we have to do is provide our API key. So what you can do is go to z.ai/subscribe. And if you want to support my channel, I'll actually drop this invite link in the description of this video. After signing in, you have to subscribe to one of these options. Then go to API key, then under API keys, click on create new API key, give it a name, and click on confirm. Then simply copy this key, and then replace this with your key. And that should be it. I'm going to open up my terminal, and let's run Claude. And now you'll see something interesting. Instead of it showing Opus or Sonnet, we now get GLM 4.7, which means we are now using the ZAI models. Now, just to be 100% certain, I'm going to sign out of my Claude Code account. This will also demonstrate to you that you can use Claude Code without any Claude subscription. So now let's run Claude. And this will take us through the setup process again, which is actually a bug, by the way. Claude Code is actually supposed to skip this step because we already have our API key set. So it shouldn't ask us to sign in with our Claude accounts. There's currently an issue open on GitHub to get this resolved, but I will show you a workaround. Let's simply exit out of this by pressing Ctrl+C. In order to skip this onboarding step, we can do the following. We need to make a change to this Claude.json file. Now, the location of the file will depend on your operating system. For Windows, this is in your user folder, and there you should see this .claude.json file. So I'm going to open this file in a code editor, and it should look something like this. Now, what we can do is add one property just below this opening curly brace. And what we'll do is set a value called has completed onboarding. These squiggly lines mean that this value already exists in this file. So I'm actually just going to search for it, and I can see it here with the value of false. I'm just going to change this to true and then delete the one at the top. Cool. So now when we open Claude, we will skip that onboarding process, and we now have access to the GLM 4.7 models. Of course, in your model selector, it still shows Opus and Haiku, but of course in the settings, we are swiping out these models for the GLM models behind the scenes. And that's really it. You now have access to these GLM models that are a fraction of the cost of the Claude models. And the best thing is you have access to all of the bells and whistles that's already included in the Claude Code CLI. This means you still have access to things like subagents, you can access skills, MCP servers, custom commands, and everything else that's supported by the Claude Code CLI. Oh, and for interest's sake, if you want to see your current usage, you can go to the API management screen where you created your API key, simply go to subscription, and click on the usage tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, then please comment below, or join my community where you can share ideas with like-minded people. Also, remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more Claude Code content. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.